Expand your vocabulary with our core 2,000 words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free English ebook before it's gone. Most people who learn a foreign language learn it so that they can one day have real-life conversations with native speakers. When you start out learning and crack open your first textbook or listen to your first podcast, having a real conversation can feel like a fantasy. When everything about a language feels new, it can be overwhelming. But this couldn't be further from the truth. While it does take a significant amount of time and effort to become fluent, having a conversation might not be as far off as you think. In this video, we'll look at 3 ways you can boost your conversational skills and start talking to native speakers. Number 1. Find native speakers and practice with them. It's unlikely you live near a big group of native speakers to practice with. If you happen to be in a major or international city, your chances may be better. Check and see if your city has a general language exchange. Chances are there could be a native speaker there who is also trying to learn another language. Practicing in person with a native speaker is probably the most interesting option for honing your speaking skills. But if you can't find anyone where you live, the next best option is to look online. Luckily for language learners, the past 10 years or so have seen an explosion in online language exchange sites. On these websites, you can search for someone who is a native speaker of your target language and is also learning your native language. The idea behind a language exchange is that you communicate with them via video or text chat, and half of the time, they help you practice your target language, and for the other half, you help them practice theirs. Practicing via an online language exchange is a highly effective way to practice your conversational skills. Number 2. Work on pronunciation. Pronunciation is often an overlooked skill when it comes to learning a foreign language. Most people think of a good foreign accent as a luxury rather than a necessity. But what most people don't talk about is how having a good accent boosts your listening and comprehension skills. If you can hear a sound from a foreign language and know how to make it yourself, then you're more likely to understand native speakers when they talk at normal speed, and you're also more likely to remember any new words or phrases you come across. Having a good accent means that the language no longer sounds foreign. Instead, it sounds familiar, maybe even natural. So how do you go about perfecting your accent? The best way is to break down the language into its individual sounds. Make note of any sounds that are the same or similar to your native language and of those that are different. Of the sounds that are different, spend your time practicing the ones that you find the hardest to say correctly. After you're comfortable with the individual sounds, you can start linking together words and phrases. This is where accent practice starts to get really fun and interesting. Get your hands on some native speaker audio from a TV show, song, or podcast. Play the audio back and listen closely a few times. Take note of how words blend together in speech. Then, do your best to imitate what you hear, trying to match the speaker's emphasis and intonation. Our language learning program's playback feature is perfect for this. Record yourself and compare it to the original recording. Rinse and repeat until you're comfortable with the audio selection, and then move on to something more difficult. This is how you can break through the accent barrier and really start to make the language your own. Number 3. Learn phrases, not just individual words. Learning grammar and individual words is great, but it's not the only approach you should take if you want to speak fluently. In addition to your regular grammar and vocabulary, try learning whole phrases, even if you aren't totally sure how they work grammatically. Learn phrases that are specific to your needs. It's a good idea to learn phrases that are grouped around a certain setting or subject, such as simple greetings or introductions, questions for getting to know someone, or traveling comfortably. You can even learn filler phrases, which you can use so that you have something to say when, well, you don't know what to say. Learning phrases like this will help you become conversational faster. You may not understand what you're saying literally, but as long as you know the general meaning behind the phrase and know when to use it, you'll be able to talk like a native. Eventually, your knowledge of grammar and vocabulary should catch up with the phrases you know. Learning a new language should feel like an adventure. There will be plateaus and periods in your learning where it feels like you're hitting a wall, but being able to speak with native speakers and have real conversations will help you combat language fatigue. After all, talking to someone face-to-face in a foreign language is one of the main reasons we start learning in the first place. And for even more ways to gain conversation skills, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Hi everybody, my name is Alicia and welcome back to Top Words. Today's topic is 10 lines you need for introducing yourself. So let's go. Hello, it's nice to meet you. Hello, it's nice to meet you. You can only use this the first time that you meet someone. If you say this to somebody after you have met them already, you're going to seem either A, like you've completely forgotten meeting them, or B, like you are a very strange person for saying it's nice to meet you again. So when you use this the first time, you can shake hands with someone and say, hello, it's nice to meet you. My name is. The next phrase is, my name is blah, blah, blah. In my case, my name is Alicia. You can use this again when you're introducing yourself, or if you need to reintroduce yourself, you can use this pattern. When you meet somebody at a party, for example, you can say, my name is blah, blah, blah. My name is Barbara. My name is Stevens. You can shorten this. You can say, my name's blah, blah, blah. I'm from. After you've said your name, after you've shaken hands, you can say, I'm from the US, I'm from Japan, I'm from Turkey, I'm from your mom's house, I'm from I'm from a cave in Southern Europe, I'm from your country, or I'm from your city. I'm from the future. Wow. Wow. I have to go. I live in blah, blah, blah. You can use your city. You can use your country, you can use, even maybe if you live near a certain station, you can use the name of the station where you live. So for example, I live in America is fine. I live in Los Angeles is fine. I live in New York is fine. So your neighborhood is fine. If someone says, where do you live? And you say, I live in an apartment. It's like, what? So please use the region or the location where you live, not the type of place where you live. If you hear the question, what do you do? It's asking about your job. In English, people don't say, what is your job? That's not the question that we ask. Instead, the question is, what do you do? And the correct response to that is, I'm a, or I'm an, blah, 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 followed by your job title. So if someone says, what do you do? You can say, I'm a teacher. What do you do? I'm an engineer. What do you do? I'm a donut shop tester. I'm years old. When someone asks, how old are you? You can say, I'm blah, 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 years old. Don't forget the S at the end of this. If you like, you can shorten this phrase to just I'm plus your age. So I'm 65. I'm 13. Whatever. I'm this many. Sometimes children will say that. How old are you? They'll say, I'm this many. Kind of cute. First time you meet someone, you might not ask, how old are you? If it's in a friendly case, like in a party after you've spoken to the person a little bit, it's okay, but just try to be sensitive to the context. Try to be sensitive to the people around you. And if you sense that maybe there's a very large age gap between you, it might be better just not to ask the question at all. I enjoy. Many of my students say, what is your hobby? But that's not something that native speakers will say. No native speakers say, what is your hobby? Instead, we ask, what do you like to do? Or what do you do in your free time? This is a much more natural question than what's your hobby? The answer to this then is I enjoy, or I like, plus a noun phrase. So for example, what do you like to do? I like listening to music, or I enjoy listening to music. What do you do in your free time? I like watching movies. What do you do in your free time? I like baking cakes. What do you do in your free time? I enjoy tap dancing. What do you do in your free time? I enjoy making new friends. Aw. One of my hobbies is blah, blah, blah. With this one, it's probably better to use a short, easy to understand hobby. If you're explaining a hobby, people are going to expect that it's going to be something that they know about, like photography or cooking or dancing or swimming or whatever. So try to pick something that will allow you to continue the conversation. That's why movies or cooking or books or, sports are a good thing to share. One of my hobbies is snowboarding. I've been learning English for If you are learning English, if you're studying English, you can use this expression. If someone asks you, how long have you been studying English? You can say, I've been studying English for amount of time. Or I've been learning English, or I've been practicing English, or I've been speaking English for a certain amount of time. I've been studying English since elementary school is also okay to use. I've been studying English since I was in college. Just be careful. For is used for a length of time, and since is used for a specific point in time at which you started something. So you can try and mix it up and use a few different expressions there. So I've been learning English for a long time. I'm still learning English. You should do that too. Okay, I'm learning English at EnglishClass101.com. This probably could be used in response to where did you learn English, or where are you studying English, or how are you studying English? You can respond with, I'm learning English at EnglishClass101.com, or I'm learning English at my school. I'm learning English at my private teacher's house, for example. So a little bit of grammar in this sentence. Why do we use the progressive tense, I'm learning English? If you say, I'm learning, it sounds like you're still continuing your studies. If you say, I learned English at EnglishClass101.com, it sounds like you're finished. Like you're finished studying, there's nothing else for you to study, so you're done. So it's much, much more natural to actually use the progressive I'm learning or I'm studying when you're talking about your studies, when you're talking about your hobbies, than it is to say I learned or I studied. So those were 10 lines that you need to introduce yourself and to help give the other person a little bit of information and carry the conversation forward. So please try them, please go crazy with them, make them your own. Thanks very much for joining us for this episode of Top Words, and we'll see you again soon. Bye. I'm from your neighbor's doghouse. Fish. Glub, glub. Oh yes, I like to go spelunking in North Africa every summer.
Are you struggling to understand conversations in your target language? This video will improve your listening skills using practice dialogues. How do you know if your language skills are improving? Our team of teachers have designed a free quiz to determine your actual learning level. So click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for you. In this lesson, you'll listen to a dialogue with the text. Second, you'll review the key vocabulary followed by the English translations. And finally, you'll review the dialogue with the text again to master what you learned. First, listen to the dialogue with the text on the screen.
We'd like to thank all of you for flying with us and hope you have a safe stay in the Tampa Bay area. This landing is going to be very difficult.
Yes, it will. I never thought I'd be on a plane heading toward a hurricane.
I was once, but we weren't this close. You could see the eye of the storm from flight altitude.
Now you'll hear the key vocabulary, followed by the English translation.
Flying.
Moving or able to move through the air with wings.
Flying. Flying.
Our second word is
Safe.
metal container where valuables, money, are kept.
Safe. Safe.
Our third word is
Stay.
time spent in a place.
Stay. Stay.
Our next word is
Pilot.
a person who flies a plane.
Pilot. Pilot.
Next we have
Plane.
an airplane.
Plane. Plane.
Next is
Hurricane.
a storm of violent wind, a tropical cyclone in the Caribbean.
Hurricane. Hurricane.
Next we have
Altitude.
the height of an object or point in relation to sea level or ground level.
Altitude. Altitude.
And our last word is
Toward.
In the direction of.
Toward. Toward.
Finally, let's review the dialogue again. See if you can understand more this time.
We'd like to thank all of you for flying with us and hope you have a safe stay in the Tampa Bay area. This landing is going to be very difficult.
Yes, it will. I never thought I'd be on a plane heading toward a hurricane.
I was once, but we weren't this close. You could see the eye of the storm from flight altitude.
This is the end of the lesson. In this lesson, you improved your listening and mastered key vocabulary for everyday life conversation. Don't forget to click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for your learning level. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson. Are you struggling to understand conversations in your target language? This video will improve your listening skills using practice dialogues. How do you know if your language skills are improving? Our team of teachers have designed a free quiz to determine your actual learning level. So click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for you. In this lesson, you'll listen to a dialogue with the text. Second, you'll review the key vocabulary followed by the English translations. And finally, you'll review the dialogue with the text again to master what you learned. First, listen to the dialogue with the text on the screen.
Could you hand me the comb?
Yep, here you go.
Thanks. Do you think this Mardi Gras costume fits me?
I think it looks fabulous.
Did you know that this is my first time in New Orleans?
Now you will hear the key vocabulary, followed by the English translation.
Comb.
A strip of plastic, metal, or wood with a row of narrow teeth used for untangling or arranging hair.
Comb. Comb.
Our second word is
Costume.
set of clothes for a specific occasion, possibly meant to make the wearer look like someone or something else.
Costume. Costume.
Next we have
Fabulous.
extraordinary, amazingly good.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
Our next word is
First.
the starting item or person in a lineup.
First. First.
Next is
Time.
a moment, hour, day, or year.
Time. Time.
Next we have
Fits.
to be of the right size or shape.
Fits. Fits.
And our last word is
Mardi Gras.
a carnival celebration held, most famously, in New Orleans.
Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras.
Finally, let's review the dialogue again. See if you can understand more this time.
Could you hand me the comb?
Yep, here you go.
Thanks. Do you think this Mardi Gras costume fits me?
I think it looks fabulous.
Did you know that this is my first time in New Orleans?
This is the end of the lesson. In this lesson, you improved your listening and mastered key vocabulary for everyday life conversation. Don't forget to click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for your learning level. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson.
Hi everybody, my name is Alicia, and today we're going to be talking about the top 25 English phrases. So let's get started. The first phrase is hello. Hello, of course, is used as a greeting. You can greet your friends, you can greet your coworkers, your family with this phrase just by saying hello. Hey, hi, what's up? Hello. Sup? Yo. Pretty much any time of day you can use hello. Hello. The next phrase is good morning. Good morning is used as a greeting in the morning. You can kind of feel when morning ends for you. Good morning is nice and polite. Or even just morning with your close friends or close coworkers. The next phrase is good night. Good night is fine. We don't use this to greet other people. We use it when we're saying goodbye to other people at night. Family members, particularly mothers and fathers, to say good night to their children before they put them to bed. You can say it to your friend in a text message or in an email if you've been talking for a while. Good night. So the next word to talk about is goodbye. Use it when you say goodbye to your friends, when you leave your friends. Goodbye. Bye, of course. Take care. Have a nice day. Peace out. That's another way to say goodbye. Okay, the next phrase is I'm plus your name. Of course, this is a way to introduce yourself. You can use I'm, in my case, Alicia. I'm Alicia to introduce yourself in any situation. New friend, I'm Alicia. Okay, the next phrase is what's your name? What's your name is used to ask someone else what their name is. So, what is your name sounds a bit, try to use what's your name. If you forget someone's name, you can say sorry, what's your name? Or sorry, what's your name again? Next phrase is nice to meet you. Nice to meet you anytime you meet someone new. Nice to meet you is fine. Good to meet you is a little more casual. Great to meet you sounds very excited. Pleasure to meet you sounds like maybe a formal situation or a business context. Okay, the next phrase is how are you? How are you is just a friendly way to check in with the other person. You can use it with friends, your family, your coworkers, maybe even your boss to a certain degree. How are ya? How you doing? The next phrase is I'm fine, thanks. And you? If you saw English in 3 minutes, we talked a lot about this phrase. Instead of I'm fine, thank you, and you, say I'm good, thanks. How are you? Just shorten it, make it a little bit more natural. How are you? Good. How are you? Great. How are you? Not so good. How are you? Okay. And so on. So when someone says, how are you? I usually say, I'm good. This week, I blah, blah, blah. Give some information about what you've been up to. Maybe a hobby, something that you did recently, an event, something interesting you saw, whatever. People want to make that connection with you, and it's a good chance for you to continue speaking. The next word is please. Please is a polite phrase used when you want something from someone else. You can use this as a response when someone offers you something, like in a restaurant, for example. Would you like more water? Would you like something to drink? Oh, please. The next phrase is thank you. Thank you is used to express your appreciation. You can use thank you with everybody. The next phrase is you're welcome. You're welcome. When someone says thank you, you can say you're welcome. No biggie. I use no biggie, as in no biggie is short for no big problem. The next word is yes. Yes, of course. Yes means is any positive expression. Someone asks you a question and the answer is a positive answer. You say yes, yep, yeah, oui. No. Next, I'm guessing I know it. Yep. The next word is no. No is a negative response to something when you have to give a negative answer. So as you can probably guess, the long form of no is negative. I like to use nope. It's very, very casual. Not gonna happen. My parents would use that with me. To soften that a little bit, if you want to show a negative response to something, like let's go out for dinner tonight. What do you want to do? Like, do you want to go out? Not really. No, I don't think so, to soften it. The next word is okay, okay. This word comes from copy editors. Okay, when they had to check a manuscript, they had to label the manuscript all clear, AC, but because they were copy editors and they have a very, very sick sense of humor, they thought they would mark it okay for all clear to make a joke because O and K do not start all and clear. But it caught on among everybody in the world. Anyway, okay is used to agree with somebody else. Well, it can be used actually to express a positive or kind of a slight negative, I feel. Transitioning in your conversation, you can say, okay, now we're going to talk about blah, blah, blah. Okay. The next phrase is excuse me. Excuse me, it's used to get someone's attention in English when you don't know the other person. For example, in a store, a supermarket, maybe a stranger on the street, you need to ask directions. You can use excuse me. You can use excuse me in the supermarket. Excuse me, can you tell me where the hot sauce is? If you've done something rude in public, you can use excuse me. I personally do not do rude things in public ever. I'm sorry is the next word we're going to talk about. I'm sorry is used to apologize. When you have made a mistake or someone you know has made a mistake and you're connected to it, or you just feel bad, you can use I'm sorry. You made a mistake at work. I'm sorry. You forgot to feed your cat. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. You bumped someone next to you. Oh, sorry. What time is it is the next phrase when you need to check what time it is. What time is it? When you ask someone else what time it is, maybe you say this to yourself too. Check your watch, check your phone, check a clock. Pretty straightforward phrase. There aren't really any short versions, so that's an easy one. Where is the plus a location. So you can use this for a building or a store. We're not going to use this where is the for a place, a city name or a state name or a country name. To do that, you would need to remove the. But where is the bank? Where is the post office? You can use this to ask directions, to ask for help in your house or at work. Where is the copy machine? Where is the file I need? Where is the blah, blah, blah? Where is the bathroom is perhaps a very important question to know. The next one is, may I use the restroom? May I use the restroom is a polite and soft expression that you can use if you need to use the toilet, you need to use the washroom. When you're at someone's house for the very first time, when you're in a place that is new to you, you can ask, may I use the restroom? More casually, can I go to the bathroom? To be very polite, you can say, may I go to the bathroom? The next phrase is, I would like to order something. You can use this at a restaurant probably, or in any situation where you need to place an order. I'd like a pizza. I'd like a beer. Can I get the check, please? This will be used at a restaurant. When you've finished your meal and it's time to go, can I get the check, please? In a very, very casual situation, you can just say, check, please. That's fine. The next phrase is see you soon. See you soon is used with friends and family members, perhaps, when you expect to see them again soon after saying goodbye to them. This is used at the end of the conversation. You're going separate directions. You say, see you soon. See ya is also good, or just see you. To make it a little more formal, you can say, I'll see you again soon. Make a full sentence out of it that way. The next phrase is see you later. See you later is very similar to see you soon, but the point is with see you later is that you're probably going to meet that person again later on in the same day. The last phrase is really. Really is a very useful word because you can use it to show you are interested in a conversation with upward intonation. Really, really, tell me more. Or to show that you're not so interested in the conversation with downward intonation. Really. So there are many other words that you can use similar to really in this way, like seriously or oh, and so on. So it's a really good practice for your intonation. So those are 25 very common words and phrases in English. If you liked this video, if you like this topic, please subscribe. I'm sure there'll be a button here somewhere or a button here, wherever. But please be sure to subscribe to our channel because we're going to be doing more videos like this, and we already have more videos like this, so please be sure to check them out. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye. Really? Oh, interesting. Okay, I see. Great, fantastic, unbelievable. Gratitude, subjects. What are we having for dinner tonight? Pizza? Affirmative. I'll riff on that. I am Chris Hardwick.
Today we're going to talk about 4 techniques to help you stop translating in your head and instead start thinking in your target language. This will allow you to have conversations with ease, read smoothly, and better understand native speakers. These are 4 methods to help you think in a new language. Number 1, surround yourself with your target language. This way, you'll be completely immersed in the language. Without realizing it, you'll learn pronunciation, sentence structures, grammar, and new vocabulary. Play music in the background while you're cooking, or have a radio station on while you study. Just use one of our endless podcasts available to you. These are easy to listen to in the background while doing other things. Number 2, learn through observation. This is how we all learned our native languages as kids. Words will develop their own meanings that relate better to your target language, rather than meanings that are translated directly. Number 3, speak out loud to yourself. Even if you're a little embarrassed, it forces you to listen to how you speak. It makes it much easier to spot simple grammar mistakes. Number 4, practice daily. If you practice everything for only one day, you won't retain the information you learned. The brain can realistically only focus for about 30 minutes. So studying a little every day allows you to absorb better. Follow these steps and have patience. You'll soon be able to achieve your language learning goals. Just make sure to remember these 4 methods. Sign up for your free lifetime account. No credit card required, and you'll get the best free online resources. And start learning more every day.
Are you struggling to understand conversations in your target language? This video will improve your listening skills using practice dialogues. How do you know if your language skills are improving? Our team of teachers have designed a free quiz to determine your actual learning level. So click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for you. In this lesson, you'll listen to a dialogue with the text. Second, you'll review the key vocabulary, followed by the English translations. And finally, you'll review the dialogue with the text again to master what you learned. First, listen to the dialogue with the text on the screen.
Okay, everybody. Shift information has been posted for the month. It looks like we'll visit 25 cities in 30 days.
Do we normally visit 25 different cities in 1 month?
Yes, sometimes we visit even more.
Where's our first stop?
Charlotte.
Hey, I have friends in Charlotte. It would be nice to see them.
Now you'll hear the key vocabulary, followed by the English translation.
Shift.
Scheduled time for a person to work.
Shift. Shift. Posted.
Affixed or placed on a wall, board, or website.
Posted. Posted. Month.
Any of the 12 divisions of the calendar year.
Month. Month. Visit.
To go to and stay at a place for a short period of time.
Visit. Visit. 30.
A cardinal number representing the third cycle of 10.
30. 30. Normally.
In a normal or regular way.
Normally. Normally. Different.
Not alike. Dissimilar.
Different. Different. Cities.
2 or more large or important towns.
Cities. Cities. Stop.
An interruption in a journey.
Stop. Stop.
Finally, let's review the dialogue again. See if you can understand more this time.
Okay, everybody. Shift information has been posted for the month. It looks like we'll visit 25 cities in 30 days.
Do we normally visit 25 different cities in 1 month?
Yes, sometimes we visit even more.
Where's our first stop?
Charlotte.
Hey, I have friends in Charlotte. It would be nice to see them.
This is the end of the lesson. In this lesson, you improved your listening and mastered key vocabulary for everyday life conversation. Don't forget to click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for your learning level. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson.
In this video, you'll learn 20 of the most common words and phrases in English. Hi everybody, my name is Alicia. Welcome to the 800 Core English Words and Phrases video series. This series will teach you the 800 most common words and phrases in English. But there's a twist. With each new lesson in this series, we'll include the previous lessons at the end. So after you've learned the new words and phrases, stick around and review what you learned in previous lessons. Reviewing is one of the most important parts of learning a language. You can also get the full list right now at EnglishClass101.com. Click the link in the description to access more example sentences, create your own flashcard deck, and finally master English. Okay, let's get started. First is banana. 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 Bananas are a very popular fruit. They are yellow in color and you peel them to open them. This banana is really sweet. This banana is really sweet. This banana is really sweet. Apple. 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 Apples are very popular fruits. You can usually find them in red or in green colors. I'm peeling an apple. I'm peeling an apple. I'm peeling an apple. Grape. 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 So a grape is another type of fruit. You usually find them in purple or in green colors. That grape looks pretty old. That grape looks pretty old. That grape looks pretty old. Watermelon. 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 So a watermelon is a very large fruit. It's green on the outside and pink on the inside. She bought a huge watermelon. She bought a huge watermelon. She bought a huge watermelon. Bird. 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 So a bird is a creature that can fly through the sky. It has wings and feathers. We listen to the birds. We listen to the birds. We listened to the birds. Mouse. 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 So a mouse is a very small creature. Some people consider it a rodent, so it's not wanted. The mouse is eating grass. The mouse is eating grass. The mouse is eating grass. Sun. 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 So the sun is the star that's closest to Earth, and it gives us sunshine. Today the sun is shining. Today the sun is shining. Today the sun is shining. Weather. 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 So weather just refers to the outside conditions, the conditions in nature. This weather is awful. This weather is awful. This weather is awful. Degree. 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 So the word degree is the word we use for that small circle next to Celsius or Fahrenheit when we talk about the temperature. It is 1 degree outside. It is 1 degree outside. It is 1 degree outside. Woman. 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 So woman refers to one person, one woman. When talking about more than one woman, we use women. The woman is wearing a black sweater. The woman is wearing a black sweater. The woman is wearing a black sweater. Man. 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 So a man refers to one male person. When we want to talk about more than one male person, we say men. The director is a very serious man. The director is a very serious man. The director is a very serious man. Girlfriend. 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 So the word girlfriend can be used to refer to your romantic partner, who is a girl. We can also use it to talk about female friends. Your girlfriend is 1 year older than you, right? Your girlfriend is 1 year older than you, right? Your girlfriend is 1 year older than you, right? Boyfriend. 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 So the word boyfriend is used to refer to a male romantic partner. We do not typically use this word to talk about our male friends, though. She'll go to the Prince Islands with her boyfriend. She'll go to the Prince Islands with her boyfriend. She'll go to the Prince Islands with her boyfriend. Train. 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 So a train is a large kind of public transportation that we use to travel quickly inside cities and between cities. What time is the last train? What time is the last train? What time is the last train? Airplane. 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 So airplanes are the mode of transportation that fly. We often call them planes as well. The passengers flew on the airplane. The passengers flew on the airplane. The passengers flew on the airplane. Bus. 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 So a bus is like a large car. We typically use it to transport people inside cities or between cities on the road. He rides the bus. He rides the bus. He rides the bus. Taxi. 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 A taxi is a single car that you can rent, so you need to pay money to use a taxi to travel in a city. Give me a call after you get in the taxi. Give me a call after you get in the taxi. Give me a call after you get in the taxi. Spinach. 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 So spinach is a very healthy food. It's leafy and green and popular for salads. Spinach is a rich source of iron and calcium. Spinach is a rich source of iron and calcium. Spinach is a rich source of iron and calcium. Dolphin. 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 A dolphin is a very smart undersea animal, and they're very popular because they're very cute, and it sounds like they're talking to people sometimes. The dolphin jumps out of the water. The dolphin jumps out of the water. The dolphin jumps out of the water. Squid. 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 So a squid is another undersea creature. Sometimes they're small, but in other cases, in special cases, they are enormous. There are giant squid as well. I can't eat squid. I can't eat squid. I can't eat squid. Well done! In this lesson, you expanded your vocabulary and learned 20 new useful words. Click the link in the description and sign up for free at EnglishClass101.com to get access to the full list of vocabulary you need for daily life conversations. You'll also get example sentences, custom flashcard decks, and more learning resources. See you next time. Bye-bye. In this video, you'll learn 20 of the most common words and phrases in English. Hi everybody, my name is Alicia. Welcome to the 800 Core English Words and Phrases video series. This series will teach you the 800 most common words and phrases in English. But there's a twist. With each new lesson in this series, we'll include the previous lessons at the end. So after you've learned the new words and phrases, stick around and review what you learned in previous lessons. Reviewing is one of the most important parts of learning a language. You can also get the full list right now at EnglishClass101.com. Click the link in the description to access more example sentences, create your own flashcard deck, and finally master English. Okay, let's get started. First is dog. 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 A dog is a very popular and very common pet. We see small dogs and big dogs. Is that your dog? Is that your dog? Is that your dog? Cat. 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 Cats are also very, very popular pets. We see cats that have very short fur and cats that have long, fluffy fur. My cat likes to take a nap in the afternoon. My cat likes to take a nap in the afternoon. My cat likes to take a nap in the afternoon. Hamster. 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 So a hamster is a very small pet. It's kind of popular among very young children. Hamsters like to sleep during the day. Hamsters like to sleep during the day. Hamsters like to sleep during the day. Warm, warm, warm. We use warm to describe a temperature that's not quite hot, that's a little bit pleasant, but it's not cool either. The soup must be warm. The soup must be warm. The soup must be warm. Rain, rain, rain. We use the word rain to talk about the water that falls from the sky. The rain is falling on the street. The rain is falling on the street. The rain is falling on the street. Tomato, tomato, tomato. A tomato is a red fruit. They're very common in salads. There are very large tomatoes or smaller tomatoes as well. My grandfather grows tomatoes in his garden. My grandfather grows tomatoes in his garden. My grandfather grows tomatoes in his garden. Strawberry, strawberry, strawberry. A strawberry is a very sweet red berry that's very common in desserts. I like strawberry, not apple. I like strawberry, not apple. I like strawberry, not apple. Cherry, cherry, cherry. So a cherry is another small, sweet, red berry, or not really a berry, more of a small fruit that you can eat. You can typically have them in one bite. I want to eat cherries. I want to eat cherries. I want to eat cherries. Child, child, child. So a child is someone who is not an adult. Usually around the age of 15, 14 or so, they kind of start to become like an adult. When I was a child, I used to ride my bike to school every day. When I was a child, I used to ride my bike to school every day. When I was a child, I used to ride my bike to school every day. Friend, friend, friend. So a friend is someone that we are close to, we can share our experiences with and enjoy spending time together. I met a friend at the park. I met a friend at the park. I met a friend at the park. Adult, adult, adult. So an adult is someone who is a grown person. In your country, maybe an adult is 18 years old or 20 years old or 21 years old, but an adult is someone who can be responsible for themselves. Sometimes being an adult just isn't very fun. Sometimes being an adult just isn't very fun. Sometimes being an adult just isn't very fun. Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. A bicycle is a mode of transportation. It's popular with kids, it's popular with adults. You can ride easily around your city or your neighborhood with a bicycle. The bicycle is in the garage. The bicycle is in the garage. The bicycle is in the garage. Car, car, car. A car is a very common mode of transportation in North America. Many people have their own car. What kind of car is it? What kind of car is it? What kind of car is it? Motorcycle, motorcycle, motorcycle. So a motorcycle is like a bicycle with an engine. Usually one person or maybe two people can ride a motorcycle. He has two cars and a motorcycle. He has two cars and a motorcycle. He has two cars and a motorcycle. Scooter, scooter, scooter. So a scooter is a little bit shorter than a motorcycle. It's something you can sit on, and there are places to put your feet on either side, and you can ride it around your city or your neighborhood. Scooters are convenient in the city. Scooters are convenient in the city. Scooters are convenient in the city. Boat. 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 So a boat refers to a method of transportation for water. You can use a rowboat, a very old-fashioned style boat, or very, very large, expensive boats called yachts. The boat floats on the water. The boat floats on the water. The boat floats on the water. Jellyfish. 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 So a jellyfish is an undersea creature. Some of them can be dangerous. They may sting people as a way to defend themselves against attacks. The jellyfish are bobbing in the water. The jellyfish are bobbing in the water. The jellyfish are bobbing in the water. Lobster. 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 So a lobster is another sea creature. Lobsters are very popular because they are delicious. Lobsters are very expensive. Lobsters are very expensive. Lobsters are very expensive. Crab. 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 So a crab is another sea creature. Crabs typically have very large pincers, and they walk in this motion. They walk from side to side. Crabs usually walk sideways. Crabs usually walk sideways. Crabs usually walk sideways. Turtle. 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 So a turtle is another water-based creature. Turtles are known for being very, very slow, and they have a hard shell to protect them. The sea turtle is swimming in the sea. The sea turtle is swimming in the sea. The sea turtle is swimming in the sea. Well done! In this lesson, you expanded your vocabulary and learned 20 new useful words. Click the link in the description and sign up for free at EnglishClass101.com to get access to the full list of vocabulary you need for daily life conversations. You'll also get example sentences, custom flashcard decks, and more learning resources. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Are you struggling to understand conversations in your target language? This video will improve your listening skills using practice dialogues. How do you know if your language skills are improving? Our team of teachers have designed a free quiz to determine your actual learning level. So click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for you. In this lesson, you'll listen to a dialogue with the text. Second, you'll review the key vocabulary followed by the English translations. And finally, you'll review the dialogue with the text again to master what you learned. First, listen to the dialogue with the text on the screen.
Look at this blouse, Jess.
Wow, that's a nice color. It looks very pretty on you, Ashley.
Thank you. I really like it.
Are you going to buy it?
I think I am, but I wish it were on sale. It's a bit expensive.
Well, there's no sales tax in Portland. Is that considered on sale?
Huh! That sealed the deal. I'll buy it.
Now you'll hear the key vocabulary, followed by the English translation.
Blouse.
A woman's loose upper garment resembling a shirt.
Blouse. Blouse.
Our second word is
Color.
the appearance something has because of the way it reflects light.
Color. Color.
Next we have
Pretty.
visually pleasing, attractive.
Pretty. Pretty.
Next is
Buy,
to get something in exchange for money.
buy, buy.
Our next word is
Sale,
the exchange of a commodity for money.
sale, sale.
Next we have
Tax,
compulsory contribution to state revenue.
tax, tax.
Next is
Considered,
thought carefully about.
considered, considered.
Next is
Sealed,
the state of being joined or rendered impervious.
sealed, sealed.
And our last word is
Deal,
agreement or transaction between people.
deal, deal.
Finally, let's review the dialogue again. See if you can understand more this time.
Look at this blouse, Jess.
Wow, that's a nice color. It looks very pretty on you, Ashley.
Thank you. I really like it.
Are you going to buy it?
I think I am, but I wish it were on sale. It's a bit expensive.
Well, there's no sales tax in Portland. Is that considered on sale?
Ha! That sealed the deal. I'll buy it.
This is the end of the lesson. In this lesson, you improved your listening and mastered key vocabulary for everyday life conversation. Don't forget to click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for your learning level. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson. Are you struggling to understand conversations in your target language? This video will improve your listening skills using practice dialogues. How do you know if your language skills are improving? Our team of teachers have designed a free quiz to determine your actual learning level. So click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for you. In this lesson, you'll listen to a dialogue with the text. Second, you'll review the key vocabulary followed by the English translations. And finally, you'll review the dialogue with the text again to master what you learned. First, listen to the dialogue with the text on the screen.
What city do you most want to visit?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh? Why Pittsburgh?
It's because my family is from there. When my great-great-great-grandparents came from England to the USA, they lived in Pittsburgh for several generations.
So you have family in the area?
Yeah, and lots of family history.
Now you will hear the key vocabulary, followed by the English translation.
Visit,
To go to and stay at a place for a short period of time.
visit, visit.
Next we have
Family,
a group of people usually related by blood.
family, family.
Next we have
England,
the old name of the United Kingdom.
England, England.
Next we have
USA,
abbreviation for United States of America.
USA, USA.
Our next word is
Lived,
spend a part of one's life in a particular place.
lived, lived.
Next we have
Grandparents,
the parents of one's father or mother.
grandparents, grandparents.
Next is
Several,
more than two, but not many.
several, several.
Next we have
Generations,
all of the people born and living at about the same time.
generations, generations.
Next we have
Area,
within a region.
area, area.
And our last word is
History,
the record of everything that has happened to a group of people.
history, history.
Finally, let's review the dialogue again. See if you can understand more this time.
What city do you most want to visit?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh? Why Pittsburgh?
It's because my family is from there. When my great-great-great-grandparents came from England to the USA, they lived in Pittsburgh for several generations.
So you have family in the area?
Yeah, and lots of family history.
This is the end of the lesson. In this lesson, you improved your listening and mastered key vocabulary for everyday life conversation. Don't forget to click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for your learning level. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson.
Expand your vocabulary with our core 2,000 words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free English ebook before it's gone.